Welcome back to the Fundamentals podcast, where we talk all things related to sports from a fan's perspective. This is an opinion-based show. So if you don't like our opinion, I don't know what to tell you. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Fundamentals Podcast. Be sure to follow us on TikTok. Of course, follow us on YouTube. All those great things. What's up, man?
Oh, man, good. What's going on?
Man, it's NBA draft week. Trades going on today. It's a lot going on in the NBA. Some stuff that I didn't see on my big board of things happening in the NBA today. Your Bulls had
Yeah.
a really solid draft. I
Yeah.
know you're excited.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I was happy.
This might have been one of the better drafts for Chicago in the last
Since we
it's been
got Derrick Rose, man.
since you got I was gonna say since you got Derrick Rose, this might be the best one since you got Derrick Rose.
Yeah. Since Derrick Rose, I would say this has been the best draft since Derrick Rose.
Yeah,
I mean, we
for
done
sure.
had some solid pieces, you know what I'm saying, with Kurt Heinrich and, them boys down there when we had that draft, but Joakim Noah was cool, but we ain't had nothing. I think that this draft, we actually have another franchise piece that we haven't had since D Rose.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Jimmy Butler, you know what I'm saying? He ended up becoming a franchise type of player for a lot of teams, but he could be potential franchise player because Jimmy Butler, I think that he could have been a franchise player for us, but
Yeah,
you know how
absolutely.
that go. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That he was a late first round pick. We haven't
Yeah.
had a pick this high in years. So this has been. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I got best of
Yeah.
both worlds. Chicago Bulls fan, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina
Yeah.
Tar Heels
That
fan. You
that
know what I'm
makes it
saying? So
even better.
that little connection just went to hand in hand for me. I was just looking
Yeah.
like, bro, if they don't draft him, I don't know what they're thinking. But
Mhm.
this draft went exactly how everybody thought it would. You know what I'm saying?
Actually,
1
yeah,
through
it did.
4 went exactly how the boards was gonna go.
Yeah.
And I honestly do believe this is gonna be a pretty deep draft. Yeah. I know they say that this is the deepest draft or whatever since, you're talking about, I know the comparisons I heard of like the 03 draft with, LeBron
I
and them
heard the
boys.
96
I've
what the 96 one.
I've heard that too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like it's a pretty deep draft. But what's crazy though is like I'm anxious to see how well they are gonna come out.
Yeah.
But it's like I know last year we only talked about Cooper Flag. Everybody did. But
Yeah.
if you look
That
from
was it.
top to bottom about last year's draft, that was a deep class, bro.
So
That was a deep class.
I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't really think about that until like I think it was last night, and I was like, because I was listening to something and they were talking about how deep this class was or
Mhm.
is. This was right before the second round, and I'm
Mhm.
like, last year, if you really look at it, last year was a deep class. If you look at what
Yeah.
the players that were drafted last year
Actually
did this
did on
year,
the court. Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yes. Because they had a lot of players that you talk about players that went like 13th, Cedric Howard out over at
yeah,
Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Ace Bailey, when he was playing his little short stints over the games that he played, people were
yeah.
impressed by him. Your Derek Queens, people were impressed by him.
By him,
You know what
yep.
I'm saying? It's just like you're looking at that draft and you literally look at all the players that actually got playing time.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, them boys was balling. It was a pretty deep class last year. So I look at it as like, yeah, it's highlighted by Cooper Flag. Now, you can say that the star power You know what I'm saying? When you're looking at the star power
Power.
from top to
Yeah, and
bottom, you're looking
I
at more
yeah,
names that you're thinking is gonna be star powered or at least all-star caliber.
and I
You
think that's
wasn't
where people get caught up
Yeah, and
at.
I think that's what it is, and then when you look at last year's draft, you're like, "Okay, it's the Cooper Flag draft." You knew he was unanimous number 1. And then it was kinda like you didn't really hear much Dylan Harper, you know what I'm saying? He had a little buzz too. And, VJ had some buzz, but you didn't expect them to do you wasn't really it was just the Cooper Flag show mostly. It's like this Cooper
Right.
Flag sweepstakes. But this year you had AJ Demanciv was number 1 for all year, but then it got to the point where we're talking like Darren Peterson could be a potential number 1 draft
Number
pick.
1
You know what
from
I'm saying?
Kansas, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I kinda figured that wasn't gonna happen, but
Well, so
overall, you could see that and be like, "Yeah, that made sense. This is how deep it
well,
is top because your top 3
I
is
thought I
crazy.
thought
Top 4.
I thought Cam I knew Cameron Boozer would be the 3rd pick, but I thought Washington would take Cameron Boozer because he's the one up there that's NBA ready. Like, he's a plug and play to win right now, or
Mhm.
to not for Washington, right? Like, it sounds bad to say, not for
Yeah.
Washington, but I feel like you could plug him in right now, and it's not like he doesn't need to do a lot of growing, right? Like,
Right.
I
He's
mean, um,
very polished, NBA ready.
yeah,
Yes,
very
yes.
polished play, like, and so I thought Washington would go with that because you got Trae Young, and I don't know, I guess because the Anthony Davis thing is in the air,
Mhm.
um, and you sign you sign Trae Young to that deal. Um, I don't know, like,
Well,
I've
I
I've
didn't
I feel like I don't know. I
for
feel like
me
anybody that goes to Washington, they need to be like, they're not gonna be developed the way they should be, so go with the one that's polished.
I understand that point, but you know how the NBA works, they work off upside. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Most of them don't really want somebody that's already kind of but he's a freshman, so he still has room to be Cam Boozer still will have room to grow. But he is
that's
the
true.
most NBA ready, he got the most NBA ready body pulse, you know what I'm saying, that they
Yeah,
always say,
yeah,
but it's just kinda like but when I'm looking at it, yes, but when you look at fit, even though Cam Boozer can fit in that, the Bunser fills a role that they really do need because he's an explosive scorer. He's quick. He can play both sides of the ball, just like Cam Boozer.
yeah,
But
yeah,
they don't have a small forward.
yeah. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Or a small forward, or really a shooting guard. So you're talking like Trey Young. I don't really know who fills the shooting guard role. I'm trying to think who they have. I think it's they have, of course, they got Keyshawn George. They have
George, yeah.
what's the
You
other boy's name? I think
look at their wide
Bud something. I can't think of the boy name,
look at their roster.
but you talk about the Bonsa, you putting him in there. You don't need a Cam Boozer because Cam Boozer kind of is more of a power forward, big man position. You
Yeah,
could feel that literally with, the year before they got Alex Sarr. You know what I'm saying? He's a young up and coming, you know what I'm saying? He played a
that's
pretty
true.
good he played solid this year, much better than the first year, so he's coming along. You get AD, hopefully AD can stay healthy. If AD
Yeah,
stays healthy, I still think this is me personally, a healthy AD is still a top 5 player in the league, top 10, top 5 player in the league.
top
Healthy,
10, top 10,
healthy.
top 10, healthy,
Well,
health, health.
I'm
You,
saying
you
healthy.
healthy, yeah, yeah, 4 or 5. You're right. You're right. Given if we're getting the Anthony Davis that first went to Dallas, them first few games before he got hurt, or first 3 games before he got hurt.
Mhm.
If you're talking about that Anthony Davis top 5, yeah,
Yeah, you literally talk about that. I mean, he's a
yeah,
unicorn out there. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's like he does everything. Anthony Davis
That's
does
true.
literally almost everything on the court. So if he's healthy, you got you still got a top. We're gonna say top 10 just for whatever. But you still
Yeah,
got a legitimate top 10, top 5 bona fide player in the league with Anthony Davis. So Trae Young. Yes, Trae Young is a volume shooter. He can score, but Trae Young loves to facilitate the ball. DeBonza can come in. He can score. He can play defense. Anthony Davis plays defense. I've never really seen Sarr play, so I'm not sure how good he is defensively.
They got D'Angelo Russell too.
Okay, yeah, whatever. We're not worried about him. He doesn't bring anything to the
You
table.
got Cam Whitmire.
Yeah, they don't really have much there.
No.
As far as guard potential,
Keyshawn George.
Trey Johnson's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Johnson's pretty solid.
And Trey Johnson's young.
Yeah, he's a young up-and-comer. This is his rookie year, so he's solid for a rookie. Keyshawn George, he's then showed some upside. So they got potential. I ain't ready to sit there and pin them as a playoff team yet. They have potential to be one. You just got to think about how well DeBonza plays. Of course, it banks off of how healthy Trae Young's going to be, how healthy AD's going to be. It's too much ifs in Washington. So,
it's a lot. It's a lot.
But I think they did good by getting DeBonza.
Yeah.
I thought, if anything, but it was a kind of a far-fetched thing. I thought Cam Boozer would go to Utah because of roots. You feel me? Your dad was at Utah. You go to Utah, you have a chance there. But the problem is they got a loaded front court. So that's another issue that they would have had there.
Yeah.
Now, so Darren Peterson fits fine. The only thing I have a question about with Darren Peterson is he wants to play the point guard. And they got Keontae George. That boy had a hell of a year. So you got to try to resign him. You know,
you're going to have to play shooting guard.
Yeah, then you got Ace Bailey, who also is somebody else that, you know what I'm saying, that plays the guard position, small forward or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're just looking at, okay, what do we do with what we had last year? And then we got this dude this year. What do we do with this? And then
he's going to come off the bench.
Yeah, if you put in Cam Boozer into that, you got Lauri Markkanen. Now, the only thing they got question mark is Walker Kessler. They don't know if he's coming back or what kind of extension he's going to get, what that whole entire situation looks like. But you got Jaren Jackson Jr. already there. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got could possibly have a loaded front court. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean?
But with that pick, but with the Peterson pick, they got depth for the backcourt.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did. They definitely did. So they did a good job too. I mean, you can't knock either one of all the top 5 teams. Top 5 picks was actually excellent.
Yeah.
You know, you can go all the way down to number 5. What was it? That went to the Clippers, and they picked up Wagner.
Wagner from Illinois.
They needed that. You know what I'm saying? They needed a score. They didn't get rid of Norman Powell. You know, there ain't no more James Harden. You know,
we don't know what Kawhi is gonna do.
We don't know his situation. You don't know if he's coming. You know, I don't know, because he's still under that investigation. So we don't know what's gonna happen there. But you got a lot of things going on, and they just needed somebody that can be a big guard and score. And Wagner, he's a big guard and he can score.
Yeah,
the boy can score. Yeah, buckets. Yeah. And then of course, you got my Bulls, man. Yeah. Now I will say Cam Boozer fits perfect in Memphis.
Yeah, it'll work. Now the question mark is the Ja Morant. If we could get Ja Morant to just be Ja Morant, all the BS aside, that works. It works.
It will. But I think they trading Ja Morant. They're gonna find somebody that's gonna want him.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing. I think that relationship is gone. I don't think there's really much that's going to be there for Ja.
So
I don't even think they want him there because they blowing up their team. So
yeah, they are. They are. Yeah, they're. I think Ja. Up until. So at first I was like, when I first saw the trades earlier, I was like, Ja is probably going to end up in Charlotte. But they don't have nothing to give up for him.
In Charlotte?
Yeah.
But Ja's stock ain't high.
That's true.
Ja's stock ain't high, so it's like...
That's why Miami should probably look at him.
Yeah,
Cause
that would be a good fit for him down there in Miami.
yeah, cause they don't got Euro no more.
Yeah, they need a score.
They need a score
They're definitely gonna need a score. Somebody can run the point and score, and
and score.
that's
Yeah,
Ja Morant all day long. He
yeah.
fits that bill.
I I if I'd be hard pressed to believe that Miami is not trying to get him. I would like to think that they are trying to get him. One of the one of the things that keeps surprising me is why are other teams consistently helping Oklahoma City Thunder get better? You know what I'm saying?
You talk about them trading and Oklahoma's able to get that 7-3
Yeah.
center from what was he from?
Ademar.
Yeah, from Michigan.
Yes. And he's a
Yeah.
dog.
Yes,
He's a
he
dog.
is.
I watched him
Yes, he
play.
is. Yes. And that's something that they need. That is
Yeah.
something
'Cause
they need because we know who's out
now,
the door. For me, honestly, I feel like he's not going to be there too much longer.
yeah. So I think Chet's gone because that whole that look, I don't care what nobody say. Ademar picking him, all about Wimby. All
Mhm.
about Victor
Yeah.
Wembanyama.
Yeah.
I need 2 big men that will be aggressive with him.
Hmm. Yeah. But I think is it Harkenstein's is his contract about to come up?
Think so.
So
No.
it might be.
He
I
only
don't
got
know.
one more year?
He
I'm
might.
not sure.
He might got one more year.
I think he has one more year. Either way,
But we know what they did
yeah,
because we talked about it before. You know what I'm saying? Like when we talked about who should Giannis want to go to or who should be trying to get Giannis, and I was telling you, I think Oklahoma City should go after him. They're
yep,
looking for somebody that is a dog that's gonna play defense, ain't scared of the big moment or whatever.
yep,
Whatever Check was going through, who knows? I'm not here to speculate. I just know what I seen on the court.
yeah.
He wasn't fitting the bill.
No,
So go get a dog. They went and got a dog.
they went and got a dog. And, I don't think I think for Ademar, I think that dude, like, watching him last year in the March Madness, because that's when I watched him mostly.
Uh-huh.
Watching him last year, I just feel like in every moment, like, he seems just composed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he out there just doing his job.
Hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. He actually grew all throughout the year. You know what I'm saying? He kind of
Yeah,
got better as the year progressed, and yeah, he's what they need. He fits their bill very, very well. He don't need the ball, but he's gonna go out there, play hard, play defense. You know what I'm saying? He's just he's gonna be a plus for them. They
yeah,
need that. They
agreed.
needed that. But yeah, everybody wants to help out OKC apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, I for whatever reason, um, the Lakers, I saw that, the other day we signed Reeves.
Yeah.
So we just gonna be out there, like, giving up buckets. I mean,
Well,
scoring
didn't
and giving them up.
y'all went and got old boy from what's it called Carr? What's his name? Carr?
Yeah, but
But we know the Lakers don't play draft picks.
yeah, yeah.
Even though y'all need to, because I think that boy
We
got
we and that's
so
what I was just about to say. Honestly, we should because we
yeah,
have some that didn't play
yeah,
last year
yeah, yeah.
that
Yeah,
that I
they need to
feel like
develop. They need
yeah.
to be developed. They need to get some burn.
Yep.
So with the Lakers, so what's gonna be interesting is, of course,
LeBron.
that's the elephant in the room where it happens with LeBron. Do y'all tie up money to go get LeBron right now? Do y'all wait to get free agents to fill your roster and then try to see what you could use with the rest of your change that you got for LeBron? Do y'all force him into retirement by not go?
I you know, it's a great
Oh
question.
man,
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know. Like,
nobody does.
yeah, like I don't know what they should do, right? There's like no right answer for it. Cause if I say, yeah, we need to go on ahead and just figure out a way to get LeBron, there's gonna be like, "Well, I thought you said he need to just retire." Well, he won't come out and just retire. He
He
won't.
wants
He
that
ain't
tour.
did it.
He want that
Yeah,
tour,
and
retirement tour. Is
so
what he want.
with that, if he would just do it, but he won't. So since he won't, we might as well
Well,
just
we
sign him
know
back.
how. Let's just be honest. We know how LeBron rolls. He's gonna wait till the last moment to want to call something because he's gotta
Yes,
have the
because the
spotlight.
spotlight.
He's gotta have the spotlight. He's gotta find some way to get that spotlight, and that's what he's gonna do. Because he could have
Yeah,
been and said, "Hey, I'm gonna retire or not." He could have said, "I'm gonna come back. I want a deal." He doesn't say. He's not saying anything, which is what LeBron does. He does this all the time around free agency.
yeah,
Everybody speculates about what LeBron's gonna do and yada yada yada. At this point in time, it's the Lakers. To me, their best bet is to try to fill out the team the best way they can with the cap space that they have. And
yeah,
then at the end of the day, I know everybody's probably gonna say, "Well, you crazy," but at the end of the day, what you got left, then you see if LeBron wants to sign for that. If he doesn't, then it might be time for him to just move on from him. I hate to say it, but that's kind of where they need to be at, because why tie up money to somebody that we don't know what he's gonna try to do?
yeah,
Now, will y'all benefit from LeBron? Of course. You know what I'm saying? As much as I'm not a LeBron fan, I'm not going to sit here and say that he's not a good player.
yeah. Like
You
it
know
would
what I'm
be
saying?
crazy
He
for us
is
to say that.
still a top tier player in the league. Let's just be honest.
Right.
He gets lackadaisical defensively now, but
Yeah,
he's
and
still
that's
an
at
impact
age.
player at his age. He's still impactful. He still is in top shape all the time. The
Yeah.
problem with the Lakers is the fact they can never build nothing around them because they got too much money being tied up by the big three or whatever they always trying to get.
Yes.
And that's been the
That's what
problem
did it.
with that's been a problem with LeBron teams since. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they've always had cap space issues because not LeBron that it's not just LeBron that that wants that. But when you are pairing him with three superstar talents, everybody wants a piece of the pie. And
Yeah.
then LeBron, one thing I do give credit is LeBron has been one of those people that have gotten people that you think that shouldn't get contracts that they get. He's paved a way for them to be able to get contracts, big
Yeah.
contracts. But when y'all tying up that much money, you have no money to do anything that you need. So therefore,
Mhm.
you're playing with people that ain't really up to snuff. You got a team that you ain't got you barely got shooters.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And you got no defense. The
Yeah.
defense lies on to the big men. Where's your perimeter defense? Because y'all need perimeter defense in this league.
Defense. Yeah.
This ain't like the old school where the big man is the best dominant player. You still need that,
Yeah.
but you need perimeter defense. Look at teams like the Spurs. All of them are dogs on the perimeter.
All
You
of
know what I'm
them.
saying? Top to
All
bottom,
of
they
them.
all dogs on the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about teams like even OKC, they got dogs that play defense on the perimeter. You
Yep.
looking at New York. New York is playing defense all the way down from the perimeter down in. You need players that are going to be on the perimeter to play defense. LeBron, every now and then, he gets his time where he kind of reverses that clock and he plays good defense perimeter, but we see him
Yeah.
too many times not. We see them not get back. They're arguing calls. It's not just LeBron. Luka plays
Mm,
no defense.
Not.
Austin
Yeah.
Reeves gets picked on defensively. This is
Yeah.
like defense is an effort thing.
Well, that's why we went out and got Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart's one guy.
Yeah, he's the only one. Vanderbilt is another defensive player. You know what I'm saying?
Vanderbilt's another one. But
But they don't play him like he's supposed to be
I was
played.
gonna say we don't play him enough. If we played him the way we should play him,
Mm-hmm.
that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah, and Rui Hachimura can play defense too now. He's not a
That's true.
slouch defensively. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
they don't pick on Rui. They don't pick on Marcus Smart. They don't pick on Vanderbilt. They won't pick on LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because he gets his by reputation too.
Yeah.
But when you out there, you on the perimeter. It's ISO against Luka. It's ISO against Reeves. It's pick and rolls against Reeves. It's like, let's just go ahead and do this over and over and over.
Yeah,
Y'all can't do, and they can't do nothing because they're not defensive players.
they're not, and that's something obviously that has to be changed this year. You know,
Mhm.
y- 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 we're talking about a team that arguably could have been. I mean, arguably one of the best teams in the West, right? I mean, obviously, I
Yep.
know you got San Antonio, you got OKC, the Lakers is right there, but it's just no defense. And in the playoff, I mean, you gotta account for like we didn't have Luca, right? Um,
Mhm.
but the defense has to get better. Like
Yep.
you're not gonna win with the kind of defense that the Lakers played last year. I don't it's not championship worthy. It's not gonna get you a championship. You know what I mean? It might
Mhm.
get you past the first round of the playoffs,
Yeah.
but after
Definitely.
that,
We've seen that.
yeah, but after that, then what? You know what I
But
mean? Like,
but of
oh,
but of course, even like last year, they got past the first round of playoffs. But you played a team that didn't have no point guard against the Rockets. There was no point guard, no Van Vliet all year, and KD
yeah,
didn't even play in the series besides one game.
one
And
game, yeah.
but you could say the same that y'all didn't have Luca. Arguably, you can also say that y'all played y'all best basketball in the in the postseason without Luca. Because
That's true.
LeBron was actually giving that work. You
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying? He was giving that work.
Yeah, can't
So
argue with that.
yeah, exactly. So it's just it's just how that they need defense. They need defense to help
Yeah,
them out. Defense and somebody that's going to be able to at least stretch the floor. I mean, Luca, he could shoot a three. Reeves could shoot a three, but we're not. They're not 3-point shooters. They're scorers. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, and
yeah.
we know LeBron, he can get hot and streaky, and he can go off on threes too. But then, we ain't banking on him to do that every single time.
No,
And to
absolutely not.
give him his pass that everybody else loves to give him his pass when he ain't doing good. He's about to be 42 years old this year. So, you know what I'm saying? He's not, I don't care how fit you are, that body is not
Father
going to be
time.
able to hold up for 82 games like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's just reality. Father
yeah,
Time is undefeated and will always be undefeated. We ain't in biblical days where we was living 800 and something years and them boys are still, you know what I'm saying, moving bricks and boulders and all kinds of look.
yeah,
He's middle age, it's on the decline. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah,
there it is.
yeah. Uh, you know what? Poor Julius Randle, man. No, what's he about to do in Brooklyn?
Mhm.
Just be,
No, he's just about to be out there. He's just another guy.
just be.
I mean,
Do you
I,
think
I
they should have
don't want to
traded him?
say. I can't say Port should Brooklyn trade Julius Randle.
Well, no, they traded him to Brooklyn.
I mean, yeah, that's where he needs
Yeah,
to be at, man. He wasn't doing what he was supposed to do in Minnesota. Clearly, he wasn't happy. Apparently, he wants his own team. He has a chance to have his own team now.
Brooklyn.
But he gonna have to fight that spot with Michael Porter Jr.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and Michael Porter Jr. That's good. I don't.
And
They
he's a certified bucket. I like him. I like him, Michael
certified
Porter
bucket,
Jr.
but you're not getting
MPJ.
much on defense.
Yeah, you ain't getting much from that. Yeah, well,
You're
you
not
don't get that.
getting.
You don't get that with Julius Randle either. So there's that.
Yeah, I
Julius
yeah.
Randle showed he. I don't know where he's at, man. I don't know where he's gonna be happy at because that playoff, that was a horrible series he played against San Antonio, bro.
It was.
Horrible. He didn't show effort at all,
I agree. I
and
agree.
they needed him. They
Yeah,
needed him. He didn't show effort. That's the reason why you get bounced off. I don't
yeah.
think that
I,
locker room had the kind of chemistry that they needed. I
I
don't
think
think it was there.
I I agree. I think. I
And
mean,
he's my guy.
obviously, Dante DiVincenzo
Being injured, yeah.
is gonna come back from his. I think it was an Achilles, right?
Mhm.
Um, come back from Achilles. They
At some
got
point in
Lamelo.
time.
They got Lamelo Ball now. Josh Green. I
Mhm.
mean,
And you only lost
Nas Reed
that
was a
hurts.
good fit. That's gonna
I
hurt
think that hurts. I think that hurts. I don't know what they're gonna do to replace Nas Reed. He to me, he was like, I was looking at it from a standpoint of this, like, I understand you trying to go and get a LaMelo Ball, somebody that's gonna give you buckets next to, Anthony Edwards. He can also take pressure off of Anthony Edwards. But the thing about it is, Nas Reed is a dog, bro.
Yeah.
He's a dog.
Well, I
So
guess
now,
you bring in Green for shooting, but Nas Reed could shoot.
yeah, Nas Reed can shoot, but he's another big body. Green, Green's like another guard.
Yeah,
So I understand going small, but you just lost to the Spurs.
because you was too small. Part of
Now
it.
you now part of it is they was able to double up on Anthony Edwards and keep him from doing anything, and that's why I said they needed Randall. Well, Randall was Sleepy Joe in the corner somewhere. He didn't know what he wanted to do.
Exactly.
But Nas Reed was the other one that was getting physical. He was the one that was getting under the skin of Wemby, as you see with the elbow. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Nas Reed take you out, stretching the floor. He getting buckets. He's getting those hustle points. He's doing a lot of things that you're gonna need. LaMelo Ball, as much offense as he bring, just like his name, he don't got no D in his name. He don't
None.
got no defense on the court.
None.
So his defense is
Zero.
mellow. His defense
Yeah.
is definitely mellow. It's mellow.
Yeah.
He ain't got nothing. So
Yeah.
it's just like, what do you get? I never really see Josh Green play, so I don't know what he brings offensively or defensively. But I do think that I think they're banking on small ball. I like Jaden McDaniels. He's kind of become a personal favorite of mine. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Along with Anthony Edwards and Terrence Shannon Jr. He showed something in the playoffs, bro. That boy got some dog in him. But the thing is,
Yeah.
the West is big. They
Yeah.
have bigger
That's the
players in
thing.
the West.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
can't that even even the dang Golden State Warriors went and got somebody big in the draft.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah, they
saying?
did.
So,
They did. Yeah.
that's a
Yeah.
change of the times, you know what I'm saying? Like they're
Yeah.
not running around with just small ball anymore.
Yeah,
They
because
got
they
some.
understand.
Yeah, it's starting to change again. That dynamic in the West is starting to change a little bit more.
Yep.
So I don't know. Um, um, I'm interested to see how it's gonna be because I do know that Anthony Edwards needed a running mate. He needs somebody that's gonna get buckets too to take the pressure off him, which LaMelo is going to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm starting to think I don't know what's gonna happen with old boy, but they could have did this and not went and got LaMelo.
Oh shit.
But I
We
don't
gotta
know if
lose
that
connection.
boy Anthony Simons. I don't know if I think he's an unrestricted free agent this year. He used to play for the Blazers, and then he got traded to Boston.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he comes back to Chicago. That's just me personally. But he's a bucket, bro. He's a bucket. He's
He
gonna
gonna
get
ball.
buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely gonna get buckets.
Yeah.
He's definitely gonna get buckets.
And I
But I was
think
saying, I was before you dropped off, I was talking about old buddy that used to play for Portland, Anthony Simons.
oh yeah.
He's an unrestricted free agent. I said what they could have done. They want somebody that's just like LaMelo Ball, but you give him a green light. You could have paired him for cheaper.
Yeah.
Kept Nas Reed. He don't play defense just like LaMelo Ball don't play defense. And he's a bucket getter.
Yeah.
That's what he do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want him still to be in Chicago, but you talk about a guy that can actually get you some buckets on the court.
But
Of course, that's the problem. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a definite fact.
So
But if you ain't
you
winning,
gotta
you ain't putting nobody in if you ain't winning, you ain't putting nobody's butts in the stands. And on top of that,
yeah,
if you ain't winning, then you gotta worry about if your star player wants out. That's another
you're
thing.
gonna
What's the key word?
well,
I'm not worried about him. It's
yeah,
the
you're
other
worried
one.
about LaMelo.
Yeah, LaMelo last year just played his best one of the better
How,
parts of his season. He's been
how
injured
much you?
for the whole year. And
How
I
much
mean
you?
I mean you're right. You're right. They're gonna put fans in the stands.
Yeah.
But it's just like at the same time, bro, like I'm hoping that they can put something else around that's gonna help them defensively. And I think that they do still got defensive presence. Of course, they got Rudy Gobert. He's trash offensively, but he's definitely a defensive person.
Oh
And
yeah.
Jaden McDaniels is a heck of a defensive player.
Yeah.
But I think it would, and for me, I just feel like it was Nas Reed time to get off that 6-man bench and get some starter minutes, and
Agreed.
because he could have been what Cat was for y'all, for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you wasn't
Yeah,
gonna
ain't no
win that.
doubt about it. No, the Knicks, they definitely won that trade. That is not even a. We ain't even going even. Yeah, we don't even go. We don't even gotta go more than that.
A lot. I first of
Of
all,
course. Of course.
mm,
You still had Jimmy Butler. When you
yeah,
had the one guy that was clamoring to get me some help,
yeah.
get us some more
Um,
people. You could have traded. You could have done at that point in time. Can you imagine if they did that deal when they had Jimmy Butler, a healthy Jimmy Butler,
mm-hmm.
Bam Adebayo, and you throw Giannis into that grid? Yeah, you are.
At that point,
Yeah. People gonna say, well, Tyler Hero was really good, but we know who was the man of that squad.
yeah,
That was Jimmy Butler.
that was
We
Jimmy Butler.
seen they didn't get there. We seen what happened when they didn't have him. When you had Jimmy Butler, like he said that one playoff before him and Pat Riley got into it. If I was there, we would have been. You couldn't say anything. You could literally
Yeah,
try to
and
argue it, but when
you can
Jimmy
argue. You
Butler
can't
was
argue that.
there, he beat Boston. He took his team twice. He took them twice to the finals. Now, of course, they got
Yeah,
outplayed both times because they just didn't have the size to match up against. You couldn't match up against Denver. Too much debt. Couldn't match up against them boys in L.A. at that time. Who
right.
we know who was dominating that, and it wasn't LeBron James.
No,
Anthony
we know. I
Davis was
mean,
a monster on everybody that playoff. He led them boys in
and
almost everything. I don't know.
why do
I
people
don't
seem
know.
to forget that?
Because they love LeBron. They love LeBron. But
It's like,
Anthony Davis was
was
in his
y'all
tip
watching the
top
same
shape.
final,
It was y'all watching the same playoffs.
the
Go back
same
and watch.
playoffs?
Go look at the playoff numbers. He had the most rebounds. He played defense. Of course, probably more steals and blocks, and he was leading them in points per game.
Yeah, and
Literally, was
kind
that?
of
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You see how gassed he was? Both
yeah.
finals, gassed. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he can only do so much. Yeah, he had more. Of course, I think Bam had better finals the second time around than the first time.
Yeah,
But I mean, Bam can only do so much too. I mean, Jokic was just a beast out there that year. That was
yeah,
that was Jokic just doing his thing. So,
yeah.
but
Well,
yeah, he needed help. And if they would have had Giannis at that time, I think they would probably won at least one of those 2. That's crazy. They don't even got a full roster yet. I
wow.
don't understand. I
Yeah.
don't understand.
I
I guess the East might be that weak. Is that what you're saying? That might be what they're trying to say. The East is just that weak.
but I don't think they're that weak though.
I don't think so either, but I guess that's what they're saying. But
I think
Miami couldn't
Atlanta.
even break into the playoffs last year. So what makes me think? And Giannis wasn't even in the playoff contention. So what makes me think that
Yeah.
you pairing Giannis with Bam with no other roster members, they're gonna be a top 4, top 5 team in the East. They
Let
have
me
potential of it, yeah, of course. Look,
right
I'm
now.
gonna tell you right now, I'm more sold on Washington making the playoffs with a healthy AD than I am with Giannis making the playoffs with scraps that he got right now.
Wow, that's
I mean, let me just look at it. If I can get a help, they're even structured better. I mean, Trey Young, he come back, he stay healthy. Anthony Davis stay healthy. Alex Sarr's on the up and up. AJ DeBonta, if he ends up panning out being as good as he's supposed to
they're
be,
young. They got a young
it's a lot of,
squad.
like I said, it's a lot of ifs in that. But we
Yeah,
have the same type of ifs in that as we do with Miami.
that's fair.
What are they pairing with Giannis?
That's fair.
They gave up so much for Giannis. you don't have draft picks. You don't have I don't even know who your point guard really is. I mean, Norman Powell, he's a free agent. You don't know if he's coming back.
Yeah.
I think Andrew Wiggins is like on a player option or something like that or whatever. So you could possibly get him. So he fills a void, but then you're still talking about what else you're playing with them. I mean, Davion Mitchell is a pretty good player. You know what I'm saying? He's a pretty good player. I like Davion Mitchell. He plays both sides of the ball, but where's your shooting at? I guess Norman Powell, if he comes back, there's your shooting right there. Wiggins is streaky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, granted, what they do have is going to be a hell of a defensive team. So maybe that's what they're looking at. Because Bobby Portis is no slouch defensively, and Bobby Portis is a dog. I hate that Chicago gave Bobby Portis up a long time ago, but watch your mouth.
Am I lying?
Watch your mouth. It ain't matter about truth or not. I just said watch your mouth. You're speaking that into existence over here. We just sat here and got a good draft and all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see that happen again, but then again, we got new management. So hopefully new management ain't going to do some dumb stuff like that and trade off. Whatever.
I don't think so.
Because we always do that. Lauri Markkanen was another one. Traded him off. He goes and he's superstars up over there in Utah. It's just like, yeah, we do that all the time. Trade off somebody, they become a star. And then the ones that we have that are stars, we find ways to have a bad front office experience for them, and then they want to leave, or we trade them off, whatever. Look at Derrick Rose. Look what we did to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah. And that's another thing to look at. Charlotte actually got a good deal. Yeah, you got Kobe White. So Kobe,
$75 million.
Kobe White replaces LaMelo. He's a scoring guard. Now LaMelo facilitates better than. Yeah. Now LaMelo facilitates better than Kobe White, but Kobe White's a certified bucket. So you replace scoring with scoring. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. And then you bring in defense in a Naz Reid.
Naz Reid.
You bring in Naz Reid for defense. Bridges is no slouch on either side of the court. He's solid.
He's solid.
You know what I'm saying?
Both sides.
Yeah, so you set up pretty good over there, and they want to build that team around Kon Knueppel anyway. So there's that.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah.
But hopefully Kobe White could be a facilitator because Kon Knueppel is gonna need a facilitator. He's gonna need.
Yeah. I got some choice words from Boston. But if you're Boston,
trade him.
It's too many cryptic things going on. You making it.
Yeah,
we'll trade you.
You have to trade him.
We'll trade you.
I mean, he's starting to get on my nerves anyway. It's crazy because I actually like Jaylen Brown, but some of the things you starting to do, and you're doing too much tweeting and podcast talking and stirring up stuff with the media. You're doing too much, bro. Like, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
And we already know. We know you don't want to be there. We know you don't want to be there.
If I'm Boston.
We know you don't want to be there. You want your own team. You know what I'm saying? It's evident. I don't care what anybody says. And just real quick, stop. He loves going after Stephen A, bro. Like, I don't agree with everything what Stephen A says, but one thing is facts that he did say. When you came out after you lost that 3-1 series, that lead, and you said this is your favorite season, you leave it open for interpretation.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,000%.
People are looking at it from that standpoint of, okay, so you didn't have Tatum, your running mate, the whole year. You were the man, literally. I could see from that standpoint you loving this year, but y'all didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
So you were telling me your favorite season is the season where you got bounced out the first round just because you were the man that whole year. That was a better, your favorite season compared to the one where you literally won Finals MVP and a championship. It's not computing. Not registering to me.
Yeah,
y'all been almost having the same team for the last X amount of years. Bro, give me that. I didn't.
Give
I
me the
won
championship
Finals MVP,
season.
and I'm the champ. The craziest part, you did that with your running mate on your same team.
Yeah.
Finals MVP, NBA championship. Jason Tatum was there. Ain't nobody even, bro. Like, ain't nobody even say nothing about you, bro. And my only thing is, it's like I said,
Maybe
I
that's the
know
problem.
Stephen A. has a big, Stephen A. is all. I like Stephen A. Personally.
I do.
That's just
I
me.
do too. I do.
I rock with him. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't the only one saying this. Why is he the one that you throw out there as the first name that you want to say is Stephen A? He's not the only one saying this. Perk was saying it. Other networks were saying
Other
it.
network,
But you
yeah.
go after this one guy. Stop clout chasing, bro.
Look,
You should be in the gym working on your craft, looking at next year to get better, get chemistry with your teammates, so y'all can win another championship.
Yeah.
In the words of Herm Edwards, we play to win the game. Hello? Ain't no way in the world would I ever be a person to sit there and be like, oh, this is my favorite season. And I got bounced to the first round. Are you mad that you lost in the playoffs or no?
Yeah.
It don't sound like that to me. It sounds like you was happy to go home. So it's time to trade him. I think that locker room was more toxic than what it really was. I don't think that him and Jason Tatum have the same chemistry as people may want to say. This is just me. I'm not in the locker rooms. I'm just a fan perspective looking. This is my opinion from a fan's perspective.
That's
He
it.
doesn't look like they rock with each other like that. I don't care about all the other stuff off the court, but even on the court, they don't really look like it. Looks like ISO ball. I'm the man.
It's a team that they just shoot a bunch of threes, right?
Yeah,
And that's just what it is.
Yeah, and it's just like y'all don't have it. Y'all don't have it.
They
As far as the 1-2 punch, y'all don't really have it together. Facts. Team wise, they definitely was the bomb defensive. They got great defense. They play good defense, but yeah.
Yeah.
But they also played.
Okay. So they just
wasn't Dallas. Didn't Luka get injured or something like that?
A rib injury.
Yeah, he was
Luka
playing
plays
injured.
through injuries all the time.
He played injured. Well, not last year, but yeah, I had to throw that out there.
Well, and Kyrie wasn't.
And Kyrie was
kind of quiet.
He fell very short on the big stage that year.
Yeah.
Kyrie. So yeah, y'all had it easy.
Yeah.
Easier, but I ain't gonna never say it's easy. But yeah, we know. But I think they trade him. They need to just go ahead and get something else for that. I don't know what they're gonna get, but it is. He just needs.
That's what
I don't know.
I don't know because
plug and play.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they. Yeah, I don't know what they get. I don't know who's out
that's
there.
what happened.
Yeah, he become real basic. It's not intricate offense at all, but yeah.
No.
But I'm trying to think, who do you get for Jaylen Brown to pair with Jason Tatum? I mean, there's names out there that you could always try that, but none of them are leaving their team, bro. Like,
it's nothing out there.
Who do you really get? Off the top of my head, I don't see any team. I mean, there's always teams that need, but yeah. Well, you can say Atlanta.
Say Detroit.
Atlanta is someplace. Detroit, yeah, another one. But like, I'm not. If I'm Detroit, I ain't giving up nobody. Like, who am I giving up? Why am I breaking that team up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they young, they play together, but who would I give? Because you're gonna have to give up somebody that's actually of significance. I'm not probably giving up an Asar Thompson. Asar Thomas. You know what I'm saying? I like him. He plays defense. He's raw defensively. But Jaylen, no, he might be able to. But you got to think about the package then, because he's still kind of on the rookie contract. So then you got to make the contracts match.
Yeah.
And there's nobody on that team that's going to have that type of matching contract. You're going to have to strip Detroit to match that, kind of.
Yeah. And why would you do that?
And I'm not willing to give up certain things to match that. And even, of course, Atlanta's the same way. You got to give up somebody, give up their debt. Now, they made the playoffs last year, and they look pretty solid in the playoffs, and I give them that. But with what I got, young core, and then I got a Jalen Johnson that is balling, bro.
Not giving it up.
No, not giving him up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know who I will give up to get a Jaylen Brown. And it's sad because Jaylen Brown is immensely valuable. But I
But I
just don't
just
know if I'm willing to break up my team to pick him up and try to absorb that contract just to make sure I got a star like that.
yeah.
Mm, nah, I can't. I couldn't do that. Too many teams do that anyway already with this. We'll break the bank for a superstar. We just seen Miami do it, but Miami was dead in the water anyway. Doesn't.
Why did they do that?
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Always, it's always like that, and they overpay for what they always overpay, and they don't get what they need no more. We've
Yeah.
seen KD do it for the last I don't know how many years.
Done it so much
Yeah,
where it's
this is
like,
the first team in Houston to where he didn't strip a whole bunch to get him. Jalen Green, yep,
yeah,
and maybe a couple little
a couple, yeah,
knickknacks.
some, yeah,
So it's like I just can't. I can't really see anybody. I'm pretty sure he'll come to me later on and be like, "Oh, well, that might." But right now, I don't
see
see
nothing.
anything out there.
I don't see
No,
nothing.
I really
I
don't see it.
did
I will
you
say,
talk oh, go
LA
ahead.
could have traded offer Austin Reeves. he could
Yeah,
he could have commanded something, and you could have put a. They already stripped full of nothing. Oh man. I will
yeah,
say that would have been an upgrade for LA. You get a Jalen Brown
that's true.
with Luka Doncic. You got somebody that's gonna play perimeter defense
That's true.
all the time and could get buckets on the other end.
What
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then
You would have got all you would have got was a shorter Luka Doncic that's a
yeah,
volume shooter and plays no defense. Yeah, me
Trey
too.
Young.
Me
Yeah,
too. Me too.
yeah.
And the only reason I said a shorter Luka Doncic because they do the same thing
They do the
offensively.
same thing,
They
yeah.
score and they can get assists. I will say Trey Young's more efficient with getting assists than Luka to me.
That's
But
true.
other than that, splitting hairs. It's not really. I'd rather pick up Luka. He's a bigger guy and he's a certified bucket. So is
Yeah,
Trey, but Luka's a lot. He's got more to his arsenal, and
yeah.
he can be in the paint. So there's that, bro. It ain't even about Dot and Connect figuring it out. Are they gonna ever play him? G League.
G League
I mean, Bronny probably took his spot. They don't.
station.
They don't never play their younger play. I'm gonna tell you the problem with the Lakers, bro. And the Lakers have been with this ever since they've had LeBron James. They've been relatively in the same exact position year after year after year. We're saying the same thing about the Lakers year after
I
year.
agree
It's
with you.
not a coaching problem because Darvin Ham had them in the playoffs, going deep,
Yeah,
conference finals or at least midway, whatever you want to call it. But they've been in the same position year after year. We talk about the same thing. They need to get defense. They need to get shooting. When are they gonna stop the bleeding?
you're
That's
right.
kind of like where I'm at right now. It's like it's almost boring to hear about them because they it's the same story. What's LeBron gonna do?
It's gotten stagnant.
Yeah, what's LeBron gonna do? They need defense. They need shooters.
True.
They need help. Year after year, same thing. I'm looking for them to change up something, bring some excitement to LA to me. I'm not even an LA guy, but it's just like it's boring to there to me. It's
Only
the same
thing,
story, different chapter.
an
LeBron
attention
favoritism.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
They needed something. They
yeah,
found something. Because what was the reason to letting Darvin Ham go? He did the exact same thing. Work with the exact same pieces.
yeah,
And that's sad. It's like since when are we gonna do something different?
yeah,
When are we gonna do something different? I'm tired of the same narrative being what is LeBron gonna do? The Lakers need defense, the Lakers need offense.
yeah.
3-point shooting. It's the same story. It's quite vexing to be honest. So I'm over it. I'll tell you that. I'm over
Yeah,
it 100%. I'm ready for something else to happen down there in LA that is exciting to watch. But outside of that, that's why I look at other teams and it's like other teams are more exciting to even hear about. I don't know.
right. To
Lakers
talk
about to
about.
almost start talking about like mentioning that team that's up in NFL that has a star on their helmet. Why are we? Why?
Same
Well,
same story.
talk about the same thing every single time.
Yeah.
Problem is the Lakers don't get as much publicity as that team for whatever reason. That team is always trying to find ways to get in. I'm not even gonna speak on it no more. We ain't talking about the NFL. Back to the NBA. Anyway. Oh, the
Even
game.
made
He did.
he
Yes, he did. Look, man, I'm gonna tell you. Then
there's got to be some consequences.
there's got to be consequences. And the NFL even said they didn't plan on doing a supplemental draft this year. They didn't plan on it anyway. But there ain't even no but in that. Bro, you effed up, period. You effed up. You went against what the NCAA does. It got you the punishment that you will receive for college. You tried to work around the system and go to the NFL. And the NFL
Yep.
said no.
Yep.
We wasn't trying to do a draft this year anyway. We're not going to support that. You know who else had a problem with trying to get into the NFL at one point in time? Maurice Claret.
Yep.
Remember what happened with him? It's
We
like
do.
you went against the rules, and what you were doing was way more egregious than what Maurice Claret did.
I was about to
So
say.
what you did, bro, was like, and you need to be calling 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's diabolical. You pulled Pete Rose type joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro, come on now. And then
Yeah.
now you're mad because you can't get into the league. You screwed up. And this
You
is the
screwed up,
problem with a
period.
lot of people nowadays. It's like you are mad because you're punished for your F up. You have nobody to blame but
You
yourself.
messed up
And you want
people
somebody
for
to
holding
save
you
you.
ac- yeah.
Exactly. And that's the problem. You want somebody to save you from your screw up. That's not happening. That shouldn't happen. That's a problem with me too. I have an issue. I take issue with that. Not personally to them,
Yeah.
but it's just like be accountable for what you are, man. Be accountable for your actions. Okay, this is what I did. I screwed up. Guess what? I have to face the consequences. It is what it
Yeah.
is. Now, what you
Period.
can do is try to get into the NFL next year as an unrestricted free. I mean, as a unsigned athlete or whatever. However, you could try to get in.
Whatever.
There's other leagues
Get
that you
in.
can
Yep.
gotta go to. You know, there's a USFL, whatever it's called. US,
Yeah,
there's a
the
whole
XFL.
nother league for you to go into. Okay. So,
Whatever it is.
it's a whole nother league for you to get into. Hey, that might be your move, and then you can come back to the NFL trying to get into that market. But you messed up, bro. Like, can't nobody's holding you. You're grown now. Nobody can hold your hand. You knew what you was
How
doing.
doing me dirty.
Bro, that's like stealing from your job and then file a lawsuit to get your job for fire you because you stole from your job. Like,
Yeah.
bro, you got caught stealing, and
You he placed
bro,
on
that's
college
crazy.
football. Not one, not two
That's crazy.
zins.
That's
of
crazy. Over what? How many years? Wasn't it over a couple of years or something
Over
like
a
that?
couple years.
Yeah, you screwed up, bro. You screwed
Yeah.
up. Take that, whatever money you may have won, and go ahead and wrap that in the paper,
He
and go and put
he
that up
even
under your
placed-
bed. And we talked about this, though. We talked about gambling in sports. This is a problem. Sports
Yeah.
betting is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
I don't know how you would rectify it or anything, but as long as it's illegal, I mean, they've been doing it since it's been illegal too, but it's an issue. Sports gambling
Period.
is an issue. Now that it's a legal thing, it's even going to be bigger of an issue. But people have to understand. If players, whoever, if y'all players watch this podcast for whatever reason, you have to understand there are consequences. There's rules and regulations. They say don't do it. Don't do it.
Period.
You see the people in the NFL get banned for it.
For
You know what I'm
same
saying?
thing.
Same thing. Was it
don't do it.
Ridley? I think it was Ridley. I think his name is that the wide receiver that got caught,
Yeah.
then suspended. It's like this is not a joke, man. Like
It's
get
serious.
it's something about to happen. It's integrity.
my-
90,000, not 2, not 3, not 5, not even 50 bets. 90,000, bro. Like divide that by however many dang years you played. Matter of fact, 90,000 by 365. Let's do some math. How many bets you done placed in 1 year? Let's do some math here. Hold on, let me bring out my calculator.
Well, that's
real quick. Or $90,000. That's how
But
much.
even
That still don't
that's how much
matter.
you-
Bro,
it's you broke the rules.
don't do it. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it.
Now, like, I would kind of be okay. I can get it if we had like, let's just say, like we were back in the day. You know how there wasn't no NIL, and you got caught, taking a car or something, or like, oh boy, you got paid for signing a memorabilia or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah. I
I
totally.
I'd be like, I feel you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sue, whatever, because that's just bogus. It's your signature going on
yeah,
somebody else's stuff. They paid you for it. It is what it is. Whatever,
yeah.
bro. But betting, bro, to where you can actually change the outcome of a game.
Yes.
You can literally be out there shaving
You
points.
can
Stupid, and now
you
you
can
mad.
say
And I'm the
15
quarterback.
times. Yeah,
Exactly. I'm the
and I
quarterback.
passed.
I'm
You
be
know what I
forcing
mean?
that ball to you as much as I can, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you can you see things like that. That's why you don't do it. You don't do it. It's just
With
yep, yeah. Just
you
don't
know,
do it. Just
just
don't
don't
do it.
do it.
Matter of fact, there's no reason to do it. NIL is crazy right now.
Yeah, and there's
It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like for real. Bro,
saying
that's crazy. Real quick, before we do go, I know you had let's talk about the listing that you had with the chat.
yes.
Let's
Okay,
get that in.
so
Yeah, he was pretty good.
he was
Yeah,
good. He only
he was
played eight seasons
for that
because
Cleveland team. He was a big part of
he,
that
he
Cleveland.
was.
And mix him with Larry Nance. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. That
Brad Daugherty, Larry Nance. That duo was.
yeah,
That's that's one of them early twin towers right there, boy. Them
yeah.
boys
It
was
is. See,
they
yeah,
was
and people for
yeah, yeah. They were a problem. I used to can't
uh,
stand that Cleveland team. Tom Chambers, yeah, he was solid.
he
Yeah,
was solid.
he definitely was solid. Oh man, German,
People,
that bull was a shooter, bro.
bro,
Was shooting. Yeah,
lights out. He will
Detlef
shoot
Schrempf.
your lights out
Detlef Schrempf was, and he gets good. He used to get gritty too in that paint.
in that paint. Yeah,
Yeah, he was all
he
around
would
type player, bro. He
player.
was a
Yes, he
nasty player.
was. Like
Yeah,
I
I
kind
think
of
I think he got overshadowed though by Peyton and Sean Kemp
Kemp. Yeah,
over there in Seattle. That's kind of was the
that's what it
overshadowing.
was. That's what it was.
But
But
other than that, Detlef
he
Schrempf
was
was
a
a
key
key part of
part
that
to
team.
that team.
Man, he is like one of those silent, sneaky Hall of Fame players. Nobody
Yeah.
knows it. A lot of people probably don't even realize he's a Hall of Fame player.
It's the thing. That's why I try to tell people.
Certified bucket.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You just don't
Yeah, Mitch
like it
Richmond
for
for
no
real.
basketball.
Definitely ain't watch nothing.
Yeah, you just don't know basketball. Period.
Because that Golden State team was a monster, and
Was
then
a monster.
when he went to Sacramento, he was still a beast.
Beast. Yeah.
We talking
Yeah.
about a 20 plus point bucket getter, bro. That man was crazy out there in that court.
Yeah. Yes.
And like I said, a lot of people don't probably realize he's a Hall of Famer. He is a
Oh, yeah.
Hall of Fame player.
I
Ain't no easy.
have no qualms about
Yeah,
him being a Hall of
exactly.
Famer.
You look it up. He's a Hall of Fame player. I had to double check myself the other day because I was like, wait a minute, Mitch Richmond. I know he's a Hall of Famer, ain't he?
Yeah.
I seen his rookie card, and I was just looking at his rookie card like, it ain't worth a whole bunch, but this man's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Part of Mitch Richmond.
Yep.
Timmy Two-Step.
Yeah.
You know
That
what I'm saying?
crossover.
That UTEP Two-Step. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man had a killer crossover, too. He used
Yeah.
to kill. Oh, man. And then when he went to Miami, oh, boy.
I
Him and
can't-
Zoe.
Oh man. Oh man. Him and Alonzo Mourning together.
Yeah, boy, that
Oh,
Miami
man.
team was so crazy, bro.
Yeah, it
Him and
was.
Zoe, they were something different, man. It
Number
goes without
15.
saying. It goes without
Elaborate
saying.
on who
Yeah,
you know.
to be honest with you, I feel like he's too far down the list. There's a couple
I
people
agree with
I
that.
would definitely put Reggie above. And it's the next.
Yeah.
To be
On
honest with
this
you, the
list,
next two. The next two definitely. You even could say three. Maybe
Kevin
him
Johnson was a dog too, but I'm putting
Yeah.
Reggie Miller over Kevin
I
Johnson.
got Reggie over Kevin Johnson, but Kevin Johnson was that dude for Phoenix, bro. Kevin
Yeah,
Johnson
for Phoenix.
he was a
yeah.
dog. He's at number
I'm-
14. Just to let y'all know, Kevin Johnson's 14.
I'm
I'm
Price.
definitely putting Reggie over Mark Price. Yeah, I would put Tim Hardaway above Mark Price. Mark Price
Yeah.
could literally probably be about. I could put him down to 18 where Detlef Schrempf is at. Maybe
Okay.
17, 18 range because I'm looking at that. Mitch Richmond. I
Yeah.
put Mitch Richmond above Mark Price, but Mark Price was dope. I ain't gonna sit there and we ain't
I ain't
shading Mark
gonna
Price at all. We ain't shading
Yeah.
Mark Price at all.
No.
So, but
He's worthy of this
yeah,
list,
he's
but just
definitely
further
worth
down,
being on here. But yeah, a little further down than me.
which
Yeah, yep.
don't
Yeah.
have to.
If you need some explanation, you definitely ain't. You ain't a
If
basketball.
you need
Yeah, you watching some other type of sport. I don't even know where you at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Mullin was definitely that dude, bro.
Yeah. He
Nobody.
don't you
That man
he
can
don't
shoot
look
your
like it.
lights out, bro. That man was shooting the lights out of that ball. That feel like he can be up to one more.
I
At least
I
I feel I could almost
Mm.
it's hard, but you can make a case that he can go
He's
higher. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
he was
Integral part. Yeah.
yeah, to their team. Very, very important. I know a lot of people probably remember the Spurs him and the Chicago Bulls him more.
Mhm.
Was super,
He was a
super
dog.
super,
He was
super
a
important.
he was a dog.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
Then
seen
I
something that we'll talk about once we finish with the list, though. Yeah.
which
Yeah, easy. No,
I would swap those two.
that's not a. It's not as. I can see why I can make a case for both, but I will put Pippen at 7 and Patrick Ewing at 8. But then again, I could also say that I could see why Ewing could be higher because when you're talking about the Knicks would have been nothing without you. So when you're looking at impact from that standpoint, there is no New York Knicks if there is no Patrick Ewing. Yeah. I can
That's
see him being at number 6, yeah.
yeah.
The only problem I have is David Robinson, he didn't really come into the league until almost the 90s. He was drafted earlier,
Yeah, but
but
he
he
was
stayed in he still was in the Navy at that time.
Navy, yeah.
So
He
he
was still
came
in
in
the
about
Navy.
89, 90. So you
Yeah,
kind
the
of like
89-90 season is when he
yeah,
actually
so you
yeah,
got him at the end of the 80s, but he technically is in the 80s, but it's kind of
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but you still can't say nothing about his impact. His impact was huge for the Spurs.
Huge, yeah. Number 5, John Stockton.
Oh, it goes without saying.
Yeah, I don't gotta I mean,
I don't even.
he
I'm
has a
not
record
arguing nothing
that's
there.
he has a record that I do not see being surpassed.
Nope.
Um,
Assist record is that staying
but
for all.
it's there. It's not
LeBron's probably gonna. If y'all want LeBron to get it, he's gonna probably have to play at least 10 to 12 more seasons.
like literally. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not even a joke. And plus, on top of that, you're number 1 in assists, and I believe he's number 1 or 2 in steals.
The steals, yep. I think it's number 1.
I think he's number 1. Yeah,
I think it's number 1
And this is the
yeah.
crazy part. This part. This is why when I look at it from a vacuum, like when they say, I agree, Magic is the greatest point guard of all time to me. That's just in my book too.
Yeah.
But I can make a case for John Stockton being one of the greatest point guards of all time.
Both sides of the ball.
Yes, he played both sides of the ball. Not to say Magic was a slouch defensively, but
No,
John
it wasn't.
Stockton played both sides of the ball too. The only thing John Stockton didn't do was really score a lot of points, but he didn't have to.
He didn't have
John
to.
Stockton was efficient from the field.
Yeah.
He was a 90-plus free throw shooter every year.
Every year.
He at least got you 15 to 16. He could get you 15 to 16 assists a game, plus 3 to 4 steals a game.
Yeah.
He was a dog. Hear Gary Payton talk about John Stockton on defense. Bro, Stockton was something different, bro. And people I think they just get gloss over because of the flash. But if I go pure point guard, if I was to sit here and say, who would I want to teach me about being a pure point guard? I'm picking John Stockton first. That's just me personally, because he runs it just like a point guard is.
And after that, the next person after that for me,
CP3.
CP3.
Yep. Magic but Magic can play 5 positions. We've seen him do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Magic could plug him in almost anything and use him.
Anything. Yeah.
You
Just
you
his
didn't really
size
know where to put him.
alone.
His size alone was just incredible. Magic is
Yeah.
incredible, and just to clear it and clarify it, for the trolls and stuff out there, Magic is, to me, the greatest point guard of all time.
Yeah.
I
so you're
just
clear.
said I can put a case out there for John Stockton being in that category too.
Yeah.
Especially if you talk about pure point perspective. Not Steph Curry. Steph Curry, he's a good point guard,
Player.
but we know
Yeah.
he's a shooter. He falls in to me, more the Allen Iverson category than
Right.
your standard point guard category.
Exactly.
Clear that out.
Thing.
It's not much to really say there. Not a big Karl Malone fan, but it's not much to really say.
Yeah,
there.
what he was.
His impact, yeah. But
Yeah.
Stockton Malone,
that
almost
right
flip flopped them. To be honest with you,
you could.
Who's number 3 on the scoring list of all time? It was Kobe. Was it Kobe?
Yeah.
Kobe was 3. Karl Malone was the original number 2, but Kobe ended up passing him. So Karl was 4. I think Jordan's 5 now or something like that. But Karl Malone was a beast. He was a beast. He couldn't stop him offensively. That mid-range jumper was wet. That jump was just butter.
All the time.
He used to annoy the hell out of me. And he's going to get you 13 rebounds a game.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have, to me, because
I know why. Mm-hmm.
And he looked 10. Like, if you go back and look,
they lied to say he was 6'6".
Right. Like, just go back and look at it. He's
for his height right now. He would be looked at as a point guard for his height, but because of his weight, angles. Bro, angles, knowing how to actually fundamentals. Box out. He to be 6'4" to play above, towering above, and we're talking about eras where the big man dominated the paint.
Yeah, it was the era
7-footers, 7'1", 7'2", 6'10", 6'11". They were the ones that you thought was getting 15, 16 rebounds, and he's pulling 15, 16 rebounds. Hustle, heart, and he could jump out the gym. Yep. So while we were talking about Zion jumping out the gym, for Charles Waite, that man could jump out the gym for his weight class.
Absolutely. King, I don't think I need to even say nothing. He's in my top 5 all time.
Ain't even a real thing to even say here.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell anybody. Anybody that wants to go against that for the 80s, 90s, whatever you want to say.
Whatever. Yeah. Hakeem.
I want to hear somebody make a case that he's not number 2. I mean, because you're talking about a guy that literally is like top 20 in scoring or something like that. He's like top 10 in rebounds. He's like top 50 or something like that in assists, probably a little bit higher.
Top 10 in blocks.
He's top 10 in block. Matter of fact, I think he's like 2.
1. Yeah, he's 2 in blocks.
Like that. 2, yeah. And he's in the top 10 in steals.
Yeah. Like everything you want him to do, everything you want him to do, he can do. Like all of it.
Everything,
across the board.
Bro, you're talking about both sides. There's 2 people when you talk about both sides of the ball for the longevity of their career that played both sides of the ball. Hakeem is 1, and we're going to talk about number 2 number 1, the other one here in a second. Hakeem, number 1 in blocks. And then he's like top 15 in steals or something like that.
And he's top 15 in steals.
And let's just this is the astronomical part. He's a center, people. He's a center. He's a 7'1" center. Top 15 in steals. Number 1 in blocks. I know he's up there in rebounds. Probably like top 10 or something like that. Whatever. Doesn't even matter. And he's up there in points. He's a center, people. He is a center. I'm trying to get this a little bit clearer because I think they don't hear it. I don't know any other center that is in the top 10 in steals,
So
9 rebounds,
you take with
1
that
in
what you
block.
want.
Oh, no, he's 9 in steals, 1 in block. Where is he ranking in rebounds?
All time. Time rebounds. Down leaders all time. Well, give me the all time list. It is.
It's 14. Okay, he's 14th in rebounds, so you're top 15 in rebounds. And he's like 20 something or something like that, and it doesn't even matter.
You get the. You know what?
Ain't even nothing.
You know why
Ain't even
he's
nothing
so
really to
important.
say. And then go and give him number 1. Go and give him number 1.
I don't think I'm gonna say it.
Go and give him number 1.
Michael,
That's
I don't
a
think
shock,
I have
ain't
to
it?
say it.
That's
I
a
think-
shocker. And we don't even have to go into why.
I'm not explaining that at all.
You know what I'm saying? Ah! That's how it goes to scream. You know what I'm saying? We already know the resume. We know the impact. But there is a problem with this list. There's a person that is missing from this list.
Talk to me.
I don't even know how. Isaiah Thomas is not on this list. He
Not a
was in the
problem.
81 draft. He was
Yeah.
drafted in 81.
Yeah. I you know what? And so
They were in I think they were like in 79 for Magic and Bird or
exactly. They were
something like that.
79. So, but yes, Isaiah Thomas was 81.
Yeah, he's not on this list. I feel some type of way. Because I can easily take.
There
I
are
could
several
easily-
people you can take off this list and put
Bro,
Isaiah Thomas on there.
I could. Bro, I can make a case that he's top 10.
Oh yeah.
You could almost literally make a case that he's top 5.
Yeah. You know the thing is, if you took Dennis Rodman
Place
and put
Isaiah there.
Isaiah Thomas, but yeah.
Maybe they're just going off like the mid 80s to the late 80s. Maybe that's what it is. But then again, I would say that. But Dominique was 82.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dominique was in 82. So I don't know how Isaiah is not on this list. That's ChatGPT. We got some errors here. You know what I'm saying?
We got a conversation to have, Chat GPT. We got a conversation to have with Chat GPT.
Yeah, because that's diabolical. You don't have Isaiah Thomas on that list. That's downright. That's disrespectful.
It is.
I was about to say, heck, he's the reason why Jordan ain't get a lot of championships in the 80s.
You're right. You are 1000% right.
Of course, and Bird, but
yeah, and Bird. Yeah. As always, we appreciate subscribe, follow us on. Make sure to interact with us, engage, share, all of that. We appreciate the engagement.
I got
Adrian,
one more thing,
you, my brother.
Appreciate you too, bro. But I got one more thing. I don't know if you played it yet, but play the game 82-0. I don't know if you've seen that trend. That's fun.
Is it?
The best record I got was 76-6 or something like that.
Okay.
But it's fun. It's fun. Play it. I'm still trying to figure out how to get 82-0, but it's a fun game. You should play it, bro. And all y'all, if y'all haven't played it, play it. Try to see if you can get your best team. It's a good interactive thing. Hey, in the comments, post what you got. You know what I'm saying? Post your best squad, your best team.
There you go. See y'all. We'll see y'all next episode.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.